This chemical is everywhere. It is used to kill mosquitoes. Farmers use it on crops and livestock as a pesticide. You probably have it in your house for the very same reason. But it harms other animals too. Beneficial insects, birds, fish, and other wildlife. It's collecting in your body as you eat. It's DDT. Dichlorodiphenyltrichloroethane, more commonly known as DDT, is a synthetic pesticide that works by disrupting the nervous system of animals that consume it or come into contact with it. DDT is synthesized by combining chloral and chlorobenzene in the presence of sulfuric acid. The main benefits of DDT over other pesticides are that it is effective, versatile, persistent, and relatively cheap. DDT is estimated to have saved 25 million lives since its introduction. However, the effects of low environmental doses of DDT on humans are unknown, and high doses can cause nausea, vomiting, tremors, and fatigue. The United States Environmental Protection Agency no longer allows the use of DDT due to its persistence, transport, biomagnification, toxicological effects, and the availability of effective and less environmentally harmful substitutes. DDT's persistence allows it to remain in soil for up to 75 years and in water for up to 750. DDT can also remain in the fatty tissue of animals for about half a year. This leads to biomagnification, a process in which toxins concentrate in wildlife at higher levels of the food chain. Tests have shown that DDT is acutely toxic to fish, birds, and other wildlife on top of insects. It also causes increased risk of liver tumor in mammals. In addition, DDT and its metabolites are shown to cause reproductive issues in birds, rats, and mice. DDT was synthesized for the first time by chemist Othmar Zeidler in 1874. However, DDT's insecticidal properties wouldn't be realized until 1939 when they were discovered by Paul Mueller. DDT was first widely used during World War II to fight against insects carrying malaria, typhus, and the bubonic plague. It was used in both military and civilian environments. By 1945, DDT was released for commercial use in the U.S. The domestic usage of the chemical peaked at 80 million pounds per year in 1959. Tests as early as 1943 and other safety concerns sparked resistance to DDT's use. Public outcry came to a crescendo in 1962 when marine biologist Rachel Carlson published Silent Spring, a book criticizing the use of insecticides, including DDT. Despite its declining usage in the United States, domestic DDT production remained steady until 1963, after which it began to decline. Between 1967 and 1970, the United States Department of Agriculture severely restricted the use of DDT. Shortly thereafter, the USDA handed over the responsibility of regulating DDT to the newly formed United States Environmental Protection Agency. In 1972, the EPA deregistered all remaining uses of DDT, effectively eliminating its use. In response to the Federal Environmental Pesticides Control Act, the EPA created a re-registration program for DDT products in 1973. The only successful uses of this program have been by the states of Washington and Idaho for the use against the pea-leaf weevil in 1973, and by the U.S. Forest Service for use against the Douglas fir tussock moth in 1974. In 2001, the Stockholm Convention on Persistent Organic Pollutants, also known as POPs, prohibited the production and use of DDT and other POPs, with an exception for the use of DDT to combat malaria. It went into effect in 2004. In 2006, the World Health Organization also declared their support of the indoor use of DDT to fight malaria in Africa. However, after 2009, DDT fell out of favor in sub-Saharan Africa due to insects developing resistance to the chemical. It was largely replaced by other vector control methods. As of 2014, India is the largest remaining producer and user of DDT, mainly using it for malaria and leishmaniasis control. Personally, I believe that DDT should be used in moderation for indoor residual spraying in areas that are prone to malaria outbreaks. The indoor residual spraying should be done in ways that reduce the chances of it leaking into the environment. Excessive contact with humans should also be avoided. However, I believe that these areas should use more environmentally friendly vector control methods such as permethrin use on clothing and bed nets. I also believe that DDT should not be used in states without malaria where other alternatives are widely available.